KLM 4805, you are cleared. Proceed to runway. Speed increasing.
Imagine you're sitting on a plane, ready for takeoff. The engines roar, speed increases, everything feels normal. And then, out of nowhere, through the thick fog, another plane appears right in front of you. No time to stop. No time to escape. What happened in the next 3 seconds killed 583 people and changed aviation forever. This is the story of the Tenerife airport disaster, the deadliest aviation accident in human history. A tragedy caused not by a single massive failure, but by a chain of small, invisible decisions that turned a normal day into a nightmare. It all started on March 27, 1977, at Las Palmas Airport in the Canary Islands. A bomb exploded inside the terminal. Flights were immediately diverted, including 2 massive Boeing 747s, KLM Flight 4805, and Pan Am Flight 1736. Both were sent to a much smaller airport, Los Rodeos in Tenerife. But Tenerife wasn't ready for giants. The ramp was overcrowded. There was no space. And the KLM captain, the airline's most senior pilot, was under pressure to take off before his duty time expired. He wanted to leave immediately. Then the weather changed. A thick fog rolled in from the ocean, so dense, pilots could barely see the runway lights. The control tower was completely blind. There was no ground radar. Everything depended only on radio communication. The runway had become like a single-lane road in darkness. The Pan Am flight was instructed to taxi down the runway and take the third exit. But in the fog, they missed it. They got lost on the runway. Meanwhile, the KLM aircraft reached the end of the runway, turned around, and prepared for takeoff, while the Pan Am plane was still on the same runway. And then, the most dangerous misunderstanding in aviation history happened. The KLM captain released the brakes and said, "We are now at takeoff." The tower replied, "Okay, stand by for takeoff." But due to heavy radio static, the KLM crew only heard the word "okay," and assumed they had full clearance. At the same time, the Pan Am pilot urgently reported, "We are still taxiing down the runway." But his message overlapped with other transmissions, and no one clearly heard the warning. The KLM crew had no idea another aircraft was in front of them. The engines roared. The KLM plane accelerated to 160 miles per hour. Suddenly, through the fog, headlights appeared. The pilots saw it too late. They pulled back hard on the controls, trying to lift off early. The tail of the aircraft scraped the runway. But it was too late. The 2 giant aircraft collided. A massive explosion tore through the runway. In seconds, both planes were engulfed in fire. 583 people lost their lives. Only 61 survived. The investigation revealed a heartbreaking truth. No mechanical failure. No terrorist attack. Just human error, miscommunication, bad weather, and pressure. But from this tragedy, came a revolution in aviation safety. Pilots were trained in crew resource management, where even co-pilots are encouraged to question decisions. Radio communication was standardized, to prevent confusion like this ever again. Sometimes, the smallest mistake leads to the biggest disaster. Subscribe now, for more real untold stories like this.